For nearly 2 decades, one attraction sat in the heart of Tomorrowland, causing confusion, frustration, and occasionally even tears. It featured one of Disney's most popular animated characters. It occupied a prime location inside Magic Kingdom, and yet despite Disney's best efforts, Stitch's Great Escape never became the hit they hoped it would be. In fact, many Disney fans consider it one of the biggest attraction failures in the park's history. So what happened? To understand why Stitch's Great Escape failed, we have to go back to the attraction that came before it. In 1995, Disney opened an attraction called Extraterrestrial Alien Encounter. Located in Tomorrowland at Magic Kingdom, the attraction was unlike anything Disney had ever built. Guests entered a futuristic theater where a teleportation experiment went horribly wrong. Instead of a friendly visitor arriving from another planet, a terrifying alien creature escaped into the room. The attraction relied heavily on darkness, sound effects, and practical effects. Guests could hear the creature moving around them, feel its breath on their necks, and experience moments that were genuinely frightening. For many guests, Alien Encounter was one of the most intense attractions Disney had ever created. There was just one problem. It was located in Magic Kingdom. Parents often assumed the attraction would be appropriate for young children because it was inside Disney's flagship family park. Instead, many children left terrified. Complaints began to pile up. Over time, Disney realized the attraction simply wasn't a good fit for the audience visiting Magic Kingdom. By the early 2000s, Disney began searching for a replacement. Fortunately, they already had a character that seemed perfect: Stitch. Released in 2002, Lilo and Stitch became an enormous success. The mischievous blue alien quickly became one of Disney's most popular characters. Merchandise sold extremely well, guests loved him, and Disney believed Stitch could solve the attraction's biggest problem. The company decided to transfer Alien Encounter into a family-friendly experience. Rather than demolishing the attraction entirely, Imagineers reused much of the existing infrastructure. The circular theater remained, the restraint system stayed, many of the special effects were kept, the story simply changed. In the new version, Stitch escapes from a Galactic Federation prison and wreaks havoc throughout the theater. Guests hear him moving around the room, causing trouble and creating chaos. One of the attraction's most memorable effects involves Stitch supposedly eating a chili dog before burping into the audience. When Stitch's Great Escape opened in 2004, Disney hoped they had found the perfect solution. Unfortunately, they had created a new problem. The attraction was no longer scary enough for thrill-seeking guests, but it was still too intense for many younger children. It existed in an awkward middle ground. Fans of Alien Encounter felt Disney had watered down a unique attraction, and families with small children often found it too loud, too dark, or too frightening. As a result, Stitch's Great Escape struggled to find an audience. Over the years, guest satisfaction remained low. Wait times were often short, many visitors skipped the attraction entirely, and Disney began inventing less and less into its operations. By the 2010s, the attraction's future looked increasingly uncertain. Disney started operating it seasonally rather than daily. Some days it wouldn't open at all. This was often seen as a warning sign that the company had lost confidence in the attraction. Rumors of closure began spreading among Disney fans. Then in 2018, Disney officially announced that Stitch's Great Escape would close permanently. After 14 years, the attraction was gone. The closure left a large vacant building in Tomorrowland and raised obvious questions. What would replace it? Years later, that question remains surprisingly difficult to answer. Despite numerous rumors, Disney has yet to unveil a major replacement attraction for the space. The former home of Stitch's Great Escape remains one of Tomorrowland's most interesting unanswered questions. Today, the attraction survives mostly through online videos, photos, and memories. Some fans miss it. Others are happy to see it gone. But nearly everyone agrees on one thing: Stitch's Great Escape never managed to solve the problem Disney was trying to fix. Alien Encounter was too scary for Magic Kingdom. Stitch's Great Escape tried to make that experience friendlier. Instead, it became trapped between two audiences. Not scary enough for older guests, not family-friendly enough for younger ones, and in the end, that may have been the attraction's greatest escape of all. It escaped finding an audience and eventually escaped the park entirely. Stitch's Great Escape has always been one of my favorite rides, and growing up and going to the park, I always made sure I got on that ride before we left. And it was sad to see the ride close throughout the years, go seasonal, and then eventually permanently close. And it's been kind of disappointing as well to see Disney not utilize that space. I mean, there's a ton of rumors. I remember one of the big ones was going to be a Wreck-It Ralph ride, which I thought could have been cool, but Disney decided to still keep it empty to this day, which is very disappointing. But as we wrap up this video, I just want to thank you guys for getting to this point. It means a lot. This is my third video on the channel, going strong. So I encourage you to like and subscribe and continue to support the videos. I'm really enjoying making them for you guys, so I hope you guys are enjoying it as well.